Most people think stress comes from pressure, deadlines, money problems, conflicts, fear, but that's not true. Stress doesn't come from pressure. Stress comes from how weak your mind is under pressure. And if there's one fictional character who mastered this better than almost anyone else, it's Mike Ehrmantraut. Mike doesn't panic, he doesn't rush, he doesn't complain, and he definitely doesn't waste energy on emotions that don't help him survive. While everyone else in Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul is yelling, threatening, manipulating, or losing control, Mike stays calm, cold, precise. And that calmness is not accidental, it's not personality, it's not luck, it's discipline. That's exactly why Mike survives longer than most characters around him. Not because he's the strongest, not because he's the smartest, but because he's the most controlled. So if your life feels stressful, if you feel overwhelmed, if your mind feels noisy, chaotic, constantly tired, there are powerful lessons you can learn from Mike Ehrmantraut. And these lessons don't just reduce stress, they change the way you move through life. Let's break them down. The first lesson Mike teaches us is brutal, but freeing. Mike accepts reality immediately. Most people don't realize how much energy they waste fighting reality. They replay events in their head, they complain, they argue with the past. This shouldn't have happened, this is unfair, if only things were different. Mike never does this. When something goes wrong, Mike doesn't ask, why me? He asks, what now? In his world, hesitation gets you killed, so acceptance becomes survival. The moment Mike understands the situation, he adjusts. No drama, no denial. And this applies directly to stress in real life. The faster you accept reality, the faster your mind becomes clear. Resistance creates tension. Acceptance creates focus. Stress feeds on resistance. Mike starves it. The second lesson, Mike separates emotions from decisions. This is where most people fail. When emotions take over, logic disappears. Anger makes people reckless, fear makes them impulsive, stress makes them stupid. Mike never allows that. You'll notice something about him. When emotions rise, he goes quiet. When chaos increases, he slows down. That's not weakness, that's mastery. Mike understands that emotions are temporary, but decisions are permanent. He waits, he observes, he lets the emotional storm pass. Only then does he act. This is why people around him underestimate him. They mistake silence for fear, stillness for hesitation. But Mike is calculating, and when he moves, it's already too late for everyone else. Lesson 3. Mike focuses only on what he can control. This alone could remove half the stress from your life. Mike does not worry about other people's opinions, things outside his reach, outcomes he can't influence. He focuses on preparation, timing, position, execution. That's it. Most people live stressed because their attention is scattered everywhere. They worry about the past, they fear the future, they obsess over things they cannot touch. Mike cuts all of that out. He understands a simple rule. If you can't control it, it doesn't deserve your mental energy. And once you apply that rule, your mind becomes lighter. Lesson 4. Mike speaks less than everyone else in the room. Pay attention to this. Mike rarely explains himself. He doesn't argue, he doesn't overtalk, he doesn't try to convince. Words leak energy. Silence preserves it. People who talk too much reveal fear, stress, and insecurity. Mike reveals nothing. His silence does two things. It keeps him calm, and it makes others uncomfortable. In a world full of noise, the quiet person controls the room. Lesson 5. Mike prepares obsessively so he never panics. Mike is calm under pressure because pressure is never new to him. He prepares for worst-case scenarios. He assumes things will go wrong. He plans multiple steps ahead, so when chaos arrives, it feels familiar. Most people panic because they live in hope. Mike lives in preparation. Hope creates stress when it fails. Preparation creates confidence. Mike doesn't rely on luck. He relies on readiness. Lesson 6. Mike understands the cost of every choice. This is one of his darkest but most powerful traits. Mike knows that every action has consequences, and he doesn't lie to himself about them. He doesn't pretend choices are clean. He doesn't avoid responsibility. He chooses, and then he pays the price. Stress often comes from trying to escape consequences. Mike accepts them. That acceptance brings a strange kind of peace. Lesson 7. Mike doesn't let his ego control him. Ego is fragile, and fragile things break under pressure. Mike doesn't need validation. He doesn't need to win arguments. He doesn't need to prove dominance. He cares about results. That's why insults don't affect him. Threats don't shake him. Pressure doesn't move him. Ego creates stress because ego is always defending itself. Mike has nothing to defend. Lesson 8. Mike understands patience better than anyone. Patience is rare and powerful. Mike waits. He watches. He allows others to make mistakes. While others rush to act, Mike lets time work for him. Stress makes people impatient. Impatience creates errors. Mike avoids both. Lesson 9. Mike treats calm as a weapon. Calm is not passive, it's aggressive in its own way. Calm unnerves people. Calm creates authority. Calm gives clarity when others are blind. When everyone else loses control, Mike gains it. And this is the final truth. Stress is not caused by life being hard. Life has always been hard. Stress is caused by lack of control. Mike doesn't control everything around him, but he controls himself completely, and that changes everything. So, if you're feeling stressed in your life, don't look for motivation, don't look for comfort, don't look for escape. Look for control. Accept reality faster. Slow down your reactions. Prepare more than others. Speak less. Detach your ego. Focus only on what you can control. Stress fades when control appears, and the calm person always wins.